Well, happy Tuesday, September 3rd, 2019, everybody. This is your former Bobcat Trent Cowan and future meteorologist. Weather headlines for today: Hurricane Dorian's devastation. So, Hurricane Dorian has just remained stationary. It has not moved over the Bahama Islands, just to the east of Florida this weekend. It's actually just now, when I first walked in here, it's actually moving at 1 mile per hour to the north and northwest. But all day yesterday, it was just not moving. So, it just caused other devastation to the Grand Bahama Island. So continue to pray for them, but we'll get to that in just 1 second here. Beautiful and hot to begin this forecast period. So today, mostly sunny. Highs should stay in the upper 80s to about low 90s. So that's beautiful, but we got the hot mixed in, so it kind of balances out. A front could bring cooler weather towards the end of this week, and maybe even another one towards next week. So we'll get to that in just 1 second here. So this is what Hurricane Dorian looked like on Sunday. You can see a very well-defined structure here, a very well-defined eye. This is actually when it was a Category 5. It wasn't actually at its peak there. That afternoon, it ended up reaching 185 miles per hour sustained winds and wind gusts over 220 miles per hour. So this was a Category 5 Sunday. Now this is this morning when I first woke up. I downloaded this GIF here. This is a Category 3 120 mile per hour storm. You can see right here, if you can see my cursor. This is the Grand Bahama Island, and this area has been pounded by rain, winds for the past day or two, and it's not going to let up for most of the day today. So the Grand Bahama Island is still being wrecked with storms. Right here is Florida. Florida is not forecast to have a landfall from the National Hurricane Center today, but they should be getting some effects here from all the way from Miami all the way up to Jacksonville. So Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina all have mandatory evacuation orders. So, of course, if you know anybody over there, make sure you give them a call. Make sure they know that they need to be going now. So here's the model forecast for this week, and actually we get the best of both worlds here. We get to see Hurricane Dorian on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and we get to see Lincoln County area in the middle of the screen here. So right here, this afternoon at 1 o'clock, Dorian begins to move to the north, and our weather just remains beautiful. So it's quite the opposite as you go 700 miles to the southeast of us, which is Hurricane Dorian. And higher pressure sets in. So higher pressure means we get sinking air. So sinking air actually tries to keep the clouds away. And that's actually really good for us because that keeps our conditions high. But at the same time, that keeps the rain away from us also. So this is tomorrow. This is today at 1 p.m. Now tomorrow at 1 p.m., Dorian begins to make its trek north, not making landfall yet, not making landfall as of on this model for Florida today. High pressure continues to really set in for tomorrow. And you can see here, for what I can see, these little these little black lines are called isobars. It's lines of equal pressure. This pressure is actually continuing to move down to the east. And as they move to the east, it's a front moving through, which we'll get to that in just 1 second here. This is Friday morning. High pressure really sets in. So sinking air is really pounding us, which is really a good thing. Very nice conditions on Friday. We'll get to that in 1 second. Hurricane Dorian is actually now leaving the United States by that time. So North Carolina being wrecked probably by a Category 1, Category 2 hurricane. It's East Coast not wrecked, but there are areas could be seeing some very, very major coastal flooding here towards the end of the week. So here's Friday morning. Lows, 57 degrees it shows here on the model. I'm going with a forecast of 59 for Friday morning with mostly sunny skies. Now, 7-day forecast, mostly sunny today, highs around 90 degrees. I included a 10% chance of rain for tomorrow, only because if we have a front moving through, that front can always trigger a couple of showers or thunderstorms. So mostly sunny for most of the day. Highs should stay around 90 once again. Thursday should be a very beautiful day. Highs around 80, between 80 and 83 degrees. Friday, about the same exact thing. Saturday should be another beautiful day. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. The humidity starts to set back in for this weekend. Our pattern begins to become more active as we go through time. This weekend, partly cloudy. Sunday and Monday, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of rain as our next disturbance starts to close in. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great week and God bless.